A real big-time fight feel, and rightfully so, Hammer. Two local boys, local-ish anyway, for Elliot Compton. Two guys with plenty of crowd support here on the Gold Coast.
Well, Elliot Compton, he has had a big year, and a good year at that for him. He's had some tough fights and come through. Harlee Avison, he's had some challenges. He's had a bit of mixed fortune, but always comes to fight, throws down early.
Compton in the blue trunks. It is Avison in the black.
Harlee making the transition from being based in Sydney to being now based on the Gold Coast at John Wayne Parr's gym.
Down to the ground, and again, if we're MMA, we're into a side mount and a real position of authority. But Brian Murphy says, boys, up you get. We're into it. And the right hands from Avison, both scoring shots and punishing shots onto the cheekbone of Elliot Compton.
See Elliot there just locking the hip back of Harlee, stopping him from kneeing off that left side, trying to go for the hip control with his hand. The danger with that is that you can be opened or subjected to an elbow. The hand that is down on the hip is obviously leaving your jawline perhaps exposed. But Compton very confident, technically very well rounded, and always prepared to treat.
They always are at EMT Fairtex. Dragon, no exception. Thorough fighter, professional fighter is Elliot Compton. So much to like about what he does, and probably more importantly, how he does it.
He's got some big things planned going forward as well, Elliot. I think a fight at Lumpini and a whole heap more for this young man still ahead.
And for those of you that aren't familiar with our sport, Lumpini Stadium in Thailand, it is the Madison Square Garden, the Caesar's Palace. It the big show in World Muay Thai, Hammer.
It certainly is. It's the mecca of all things Muay Thai. Into that side kick position again. Compton just left himself a little exposed. Avison coming back with the right hand. They trade up some big punches.
And wasn't Avison quick on the counter there, doubling up the right hand to Compton following the side kick?
Definitely. And again, we see Andy the lead left into the sideward position when the opponent comes forward, starting to work now for Compton. We saw Angie Parr affect it so well in her fight. And Elliot is now sort of emulating that and doing the same thing. So when the opponent comes forward, drop your lead leg forward, get into a sideward stance and throw the straight left out. Once again into the 1-2. Bit of a takedown almost.
Stay long. Stay long. You're hurting him with the hands. And he's really heavy on that lead leg, so look for that leg kick on the end. Set him up, drop the leg kick. Set him up, drop the leg kick. But throw him bunches, no singles. You're doing good, you're doing awesome.
John Wayne Parr from outside the cage, giving Avison some instructions.
Only outside the cage because he's promoted tonight. Wonder what's going through John Wayne Parr's head and heart tonight. His own promotion, and he's wearing a suit, not trunks and gloves.
Very tight clinch lockdown from both men as they exchange knees.
And that is officially the lockdown. It's not even a clinch, it is a lockdown. Both guys negating completely any offense that the other could mount.
1-2 hook from Compton into the high kick. Working all angles, working all ranges. Lead elbow as Harlee comes forward into the jab. Compton now getting his timing right as Avison comes forward, counter-striking, counter-fighting.
Look at this, it's heating right up. Middle stages, round number 2. Elliot Compton dropping Harlee Avison. He feels he's been hit by a truck, but probably more than one.
Straight to, bud. Straight to.
Count put on by Brian Murphy. They are unsteady legs. It's an unclear mind and a huge opportunity for Elliot Compton in the blue trunks to finish this and soon.
Keep a distance, mate. Come on, mate. Nose, yeah.
Compton showing a controlled aggression. Downward elbow.
Jumping knee into the downward elbow. Compton now getting heavy on the front foot and pushing forward. Round kick into the side kick. He's used that a number of times in this one to good effect.
And we can all sit back and take a breath or two following that onslaught from Elliot Compton that left Harlee Avison on the ground. A show of strength there, but holding on from Avison.
Compton, beautiful straight down body shot in that last exchange as well. So he's going to punch the air right out of your opponent, smacking into the sternum and the rib cage. As I said, with these gloves, you really feel it.
Two-punch combination from Compton again, Hammer, showing his authority with his hands alone.
Well, his confidence has just grown after dropping Harlee a little earlier in this round. Switches stance, goes into the straight punching. Hit to the back of the head.
Yeah, and didn't mean to. Immediately put the hand up, apologised, and it was accepted by Harlee Avison. As you said, Hammer, originally from Sydney, but now Gold Coast based with John Wayne Parham, the crew from Boonshoe. What a shot from Elliot Compton. And that's it for tonight. Compton victorious in spectacular fashion.
Well, right on the JPS logo, we see an end to the night for Harlee Avison via the big shot of Elliot Compton.
Big shot, you bet it was. What a shot. As always, first and foremost, fighter security, fighter safety.
You see Compton there just chop out the supporting left leg and go into the left hook. Big neck kick. Big neck kick. Round kick off the rear leg from Compton.
Elliot Compton knew straight away.
And at the end of round 2, our referee, Brian Murphy, has stopped the bout. And the winner by way of KO from the blue corner, Elliot the Dragon Compton.